Hey, welcome football fans to Watertown Stadium. Tonight we've got a Class 11 AAA game between the visiting Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights and the homestanding Watertown Arrows, who are finishing up their homecoming week this week. The Watertown High School band right now just marched onto the field. They played Jenny, the 876-5309 song. And now they're playing the Watertown High School school song, and then we'll have the national anthem introduction of starting lineups, and hopefully we'll get this game underway in about 7 minutes. My name's JT Fye. I'm with the Watertown Public Opinion, and the Public Opinion is glad to be bringing you this game tonight between the Knights and the Arrows. As I said, they each have 2-2 records. I'm sure most onlookers would consider O'Gorman the favorite in this game. The Knights have had a long series of triumphs over the Arrows, but here a few years ago, the Arrows turned the tide once and defeated the Knights. And Watertown is now coming onto the field. The Knights are already on the field across the way. This game, of course, is not an Eastern South Dakota Conference game. It does involve the standings, the ratings. I guess rankings would maybe be the word I'm struggling for the high school football playoffs that are going to start here in about a month. But until then, these teams each have 5 games to play, and this will be an important one for both of them. And I think now they're going to play the national anthem, and I'm just going to turn everything over to our PA announcer, Nick Kranz, and let him do the introductions.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's football game, homecoming football game between the visiting Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights and our Watertown Arrows. At this time, we ask that you please stand as the Watertown High School Band, under the direction of Jackie Stacy, honors America with the playing of our national anthem. Proper respect for the flag is to remove your cap, stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. Active duty personnel or veterans not in uniform may salute the flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
And again, that's the Watertown High School Band playing the national anthem. And of course, it'll take their 100 strong or so members to march off the field. In the meantime, I'm going to talk to you just a little bit about some of the businesses here in Watertown that are bringing you tonight's game. And they are Veter's Collision Center, Empire Pizza, Watertown Mall, Warney Heating and Plumbing and Heating, Brown Clinic Pharmacy, Pizza Ranch, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance, Midwest Dent, Paintless Dent Repair, Express Employment Professionals, Meyer Visual Clinic, Lake Area Podiatry Dentistry, Hometown Building Center, Dakota Quilt Shop, Happier.
At this time, I'd like to introduce your
Terex Nutting,
They are
Diversified
Maddie
Real
Craig,
Estate, Lloyd's Heating Incorporated,
Anna
Johnson
Brewster,
Appraisal, Prairie Stop
Valerie
Restaurant,
Driscoll,
Team Electronics, Qdoba Mexican Eats,
Kennedy Fox,
Natural Motion Chiropractic Clinic,
Alyssa Massaro,
Relia Bank, Carrie Anderson's New York Life,
and Mallie Moore.
Ron's Small Engine Repair, Stout's
Cheer
Insurance
coaches, Melissa
Agency,
Hanson.
Doctors Electric, Great Western
Now
Bank,
tonight's starting lineups. First of all,
Redlinger
the Sioux
Brothers
Falls
Plumbing
O'Gorman
and
Knights,
Heating,
their offensive
Hy-Vee,
unit.
making lives
Starting at
easier,
center,
healthier, and happier. That's where that happier
number 52,
sneaked in on me.
Henley Lamberty.
Roy's Sports
Right
Shop,
guard,
Quality
205-pound
First
junior,
Plumbing and Heating,
51,
and Protect
Carson
Roofing and
Paquette.
Sheet Metal. Now
At left guard, 215-pound junior, number 56, Greg Schaefer.
they're introducing
At right
O'Gorman's
tackle, 250-pound
starting offensive
senior,
lineup.
73, Eric Mustawald. At left tackle, 265-pound senior, number 76, Jacob Tupper. At one wide receiver, 175-pound sophomore, number 12, Cannon Bauer. And another wide receiver, 175-pound junior, number 21, Nick Billion. And the other wide receiver is 205-pound senior, number 88, Brett Sayer. At a running back, 190-pound junior, number 7, Penn Johnson. At the other running back position, 210-pound senior, number 37, Sam Burlinson. And at quarterback, 190-pound senior, number 5, Hunter Thompson. Your O'Gorman coaching staff includes assistants Shannon Poppengate, Ed Wading, Vinnie Olson.
The Knights
Alex
are
Anderson,
coached by
Chris
Jason
Peterson,
Poppenga.
and
Of
head
course,
coach
for many, many
Jason
years, the
Poppenga.
Knights were coached by Steve Keeter. He has
And
since
now the
retired.
starting lineups for your Watertown
And
Arrows.
Poppenga
The
fills
defense,
some
the
mighty
defense,
big
first of all,
shoes
defensive
in
end.
place of
235-pound
Keeter.
senior,
Here are the
70,
Arrows
Spencer Wagee.
starting defensive lineup.
225-pound senior, number 42, Mason Andrus.
Spencer Wagee and Mason Andrus at the ends.
Mason Wickers.
Mason Wickers,
D tackle position, 170-pound senior, number 61, Austin Hansen.
Austin Hansen are the tackles.
Linebacker position, 205-pound senior, number 5, Micah Kaufman.
Micah Kaufman,
At the other linebacker,
one of the
195-pound
linebackers.
senior, number 10, Max Sonny.
Max Sonny, the other one.
Defensive back position,
I should say
155-pound senior,
another one. There are
number
three,
4,
of course.
Tyler Fairchild. And another DB, 195-pound senior, number 21, Brent Schulte.
Tyler
Another defensive back, 150-pound
Fairchild and
senior,
Brent Schulte
number
will be their
84,
corners.
Parker Johnston.
Parker Johnston
Safety, 150-pound
is one of the
junior, number
safety.
39, Ricky Schultz.
Ricky Schultz, one of the other
Linebacker,
safeties.
190-pound senior, the champion of arrows.
And they introduce
Parker Schultz.
Parker Schultz, a senior.
Coaching staff.
He's another linebacker, and he earlier this week he was announced as the
Matty Kranz,
champion of the Arrows.
Brennan Huth, the head coach.
Of course, Watertown has changed its names this week or this year on its homecoming celebration.
We are pleased to
In
welcome
the
our guests to
old
support
days,
the
that would have been a chief of arrows, but it's been changed. It's now champion.
being conducted
of
under
arrows.
guidance and regulation of the South Dakota High School.
Well, it looks like we're about ready to get going here.
Enjoyment and educational benefit of high school students. Good sportsmanship is essential for the success of these programs. Remember, you do not have to be a good athlete to be a good sport.
Looks like
Ninth officials are
the Knights will get the ball first.
the referee, Scott Mack, the head linesman, Jeremiah Charleston, the back judge, Kirk Mansheim, the line judge, and Ryan Hageman, the umpire.
Trying to find a place for my hat, so I'm just going to tuck it behind the pipe here. So the Arrows, they have the tough task of knocking off traditionally one of the Sioux Falls' top clubs. Although the Knights this year, as I said, have started out 2-2. They've lost. Got to get to my page here. Excuse me. The Knights opened with a 19-0 win over Rapid City Central. Then they returned to Sioux Falls and lost to Roosevelt big time, 35-10. I think Roosevelt has definitely established itself as the top team in Sioux Falls. The Knights then bounced back with a 34-22 win over Brandon Valley. And last week, they fell to Sioux Falls, Washington, 35-14. So they've suffered a couple of decisive losses there, 35-10 to Roosevelt and 35-14 to Washington. And they beat Brandon Valley, which of course came to Watertown in the second week of the season and handed the Arrows a rather large defeat, 40-0. And I think Brandon Valley had 33 or 34 of those points at halftime. The team's going through the pregame. Who won the toss? And Tyson Cook, one of the Arrow royalty candidates, is out there in the wheelchair, being helped back by a couple of Arrows. Tyson was the honorary captain, I think, for the Arrows. And that's mighty nice of Alex Gower, getting the crowd fired up for Tyson. And his other teammates. The other out in the field is Bubba Spearing, number 17. So I'm wrong again. I guess Watertown's will receive the opening kickoff, even though the defense was introduced. I did not get a starting lineup this week from the Arrow coaches, but if it goes as usual, Alex Gower will be at quarterback. He's a 6-foot senior. Bubba Spearing and Shane Ganelli will be the running backs. Of course, Spearing will be the main ball carrier for the Arrows. Tanner Berg at tackle. Spencer Wagey at tackle.
Back deep for the Arrows.
Austin Stahlke at guard. The other guard is Dane Stahl, but he is out with an injury. Dane is missing, is one of the Arrows' two-way starters usually, and he is not in the lineup tonight, I don't believe. I know he's not listed on the starting defensive line, and I'm assuming he's not playing on the offense, but there I go assuming, so maybe he is. So here's the kick from O'Gorman's number 41. That is Kristen Jackowitz. He's a 6-foot, 175 senior.
On the 20-yard line.
And the Knights chose the wind here in the first quarter. I'm sure they're going to try to pin Watertown back near their goal line, make them kick into the wind and have a short field, but we'll see what happens. From Watertown Stadium, here we go. Gower in the gun. Spearing next to him. Gives to Spearing.
And the off is to Bubba Spearing, number 17. The loss of a yard on the play.
He loses a yard.
For the O'Gorman Knights by number 22, Dylan Callhoff.
Dylan Callhoff was one of the first Knights to meet Spearing just before he got to the line of scrimmage. Second down, we'll call it 10. Just getting started here tonight at Watertown Stadium. Of course, it's been kind of a dreary day. All day in Watertown, rained once in a while, but the parade it didn't dampen the parade spirit, and Watertown's hoping it won't dampen again. Okay, Spearing takes the pitch on the right side. Gets maybe a yard or two.
Spearing again. Back to the line of scrimmage.
No, he gets nothing, I guess.
Tackled by the linebacker, number 37, Sam Bernison.
Sam Bernison for the Knights is a 6-foot, 210-pound linebacker. He's a pretty solid boy. He also starts at running back for O'Gorman. So here it is, 3rd and 10 for the Arrows. Gower back to pass, throws over to the right side. Incomplete. He was trying to hit number 9 for the Arrows.
For number 9, Garrett Dieterman.
Garrett Dieterman.
For the Knights. Knights, number 3, the cornerback, Andrew Reuter.
Getting in on the play a little late was Andrew Reuter. He's a 5'8", 165-pound senior. So the Arrows will have to punt. Sonny has done the punting before, and it hit. He hits this one, goes about 15, 16, 20 yards down by the Arrows. Excuse me.
38-yard line.
So O'Gorman's going to take over on about the Watertown 37, 38-yard line. And they're going to start out, obviously, with excellent field position. That was, I believe, their goal in probably winning the toss. I did not see the indication. But at this point, it makes no difference. Okay, quarterback for the Knights, as I said earlier, is Hunter Thompson. He also plays cornerback on defense. One of 6 Knights that goes both ways. He's going to flare it out to left to he's one of his halfbacks. That's number 7. Penn Johnson, 6'1", 190 junior. And Johnson's going to get a first drop down, I believe. Yes, he does. He gets about 12, 13 yards on that play.
Riley Schultz, first down, O'Gorman Knights to the
39, Riley Schultz, brother of Parker Schultz. Both starters on the defense for the Arrows. So is 1st and 10 at Watertown's 25. This time the Arrows get after Penn Johnson and pin him back right at the line of scrimmage. A loss, yes, loss of a yard. The Arrows.
Chet Togel making it stop in there for the Arrows.
Chet Togel. One of the names you haven't heard too much lately.
2nd down and 12.
Makes that stop. Loss of 2. Johnson's carrying it to the right side this time.
Again to number 7, Penn Johnson.
Or takes the pass.
Going to get a couple of yards across the 25.
He's going to get back what he lost on the previous play, so it's going to be 3rd and 10 for O'Gorman.
9 for the O'Gorman Knights.
Oh, they give him a +1, so 3rd and 9. We are 3 minutes into the first quarter. No score. 8:53 to play here and counting in the first quarter of this ball game. Thompson, look, receiver. He slips down at about the 13-yard line. That's number 12, Canyon Bauer. He is a sophomore, 6'1", 175. That was definitely a misdirection play. They got the Arrow defense shifting one way and ran Bauer right over the middle, a short dump pass, and he got the first down. 1st and 10 at the 13. Got the about 11 yards on that play. Looks like we got to have our first penalty of the game. And it's against Watertown, offside.
Penalty against the Arrows.
One of the Arrows jumped a little bit, but that's all it takes.
Down to the 9-yard line.
So O'Gorman has gone down now to the 8 or 9-yard line. Thompson with the call, gives it to Johnson, tries the right side. Nice defensive play there by number 84 for the Arrows. That is Parker Johnston making that stop.
Tackle in by number 84, Parker Johnston.
Parker came up from, looked like his cornerback position and made the stop there. Good tackle. So that leaves it 2nd and 5 now. No gain on the play. Thompson looks left, throws to the left. He's got number 12, and he's going to score, but I think we've got a
Thompson's pass complete to number 12, Cannon Bauer.
Cannon Bauer makes the catch, but I think there might be a penalty. It's going to be a illegal block on one of the O'Gorman downfield receivers. So I think they'll score that. Well, maybe not. Yes, it is. Illegal block
There's a holding penalty against the O'Gorman Knights.
Holding penalty.
10 yards from the point of infraction, so it takes it back to the 11-yard line.
So they're back to the 11. They lost a net of 3 yards on that, I believe. Thompson scrambling. Can't find any seams. The Arrows move up nicely. And they're going to...
Number 42, Mason Andrews.
He's going to lose one on that. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
So it's 3rd down and 9.
Down on the skin part of the infield, as you can see. Very good defensive work by the Arrows. O'Gorman has not shown the capability yet to run up the middle. That's where sometimes the Arrows have been hurt. But right now they're playing a stout defense. Now we've got another penalty. Referees are going to talk it over. And O'Gorman's going backwards again. We've got an offside on the Knights. That almost would indicate one of their players lined up offside.
Offside penalty against the Knights.
So that puts them back about the 15-yard line. They've got a long ways to go to get a first down. Thompson throwing down in the corner. His players got it. First down.
Complete to Hunter Johnson.
Hunter Johnson again.
Near the goal line.
Number 5 came out of the backfield, I believe.
Kevin Mooney making the tackle for the Arrows.
Kevin Mooney on the stop for the Arrows, but
First and goal for the Knights.
that had to be about a 12 or 13-yard gain. He's right down by the goal line. And the Knights are not in yet. Yes, they are. Hunter Thompson. 1-yard touchdown run.
First period, 6-0.
And that came at 6:36 in the first quarter. O'Gorman up 6-0. Their kicker, of course, kicked off on the opening to start the game is Christian Jackowitz. He hit that first one pretty strong. Of course, he had a nice wind at his back. And he'll try to make it 7-0, and it looks like he did. Nice, solid kick.
Jackowitz's kick is good.
So with
7-0,
6:36 to go in the first half, or excuse me, the first quarter, it's O'Gorman 7, Arrows nothing. The Arrows will get it here for the second time tonight. One of our is Cowboy Country Store number 3. If you need something after the game, maybe some food or some fuel for your car, you should give Cowboy Country Store number 3 a try. It's located in an ideal spot, the corner of North 81 and 14th Avenue Northeast. It hasn't been real ideal this summer because of all the construction that's been going on U.S. Highway 81 in North Watertown, but you can access it easily now. It has a large stock of food and is home to Chester's Chicken, a great place to get fried chicken. The Cowboy is also well stocked with other types of food and drink. So make your way to this Cowboy Country Store number 3 after the game. Get some refreshments, get some gasoline, and enjoy yourself. They well supplied up there. Okay, Jackowitz tees it up for the second time tonight. Usually it's Bubba Spearing. He is back there. And the other return person, I believe, is Adam DeYoung, I think it's Garrett Dienerman. It's that old 9 and 8 thing. I can't tell the difference. Okay, Jackowicz's kick right down the middle. It's going to go into the end zone. And under high school rules, you cannot run it out of the end zone. So the Arrows will start at the 20-yard line with 6:36. Still no time runoff since the O'Gorman touchdown, since the ball wasn't put into play. And Watertown will try to get something going. They did not get anything really going that first series. Their running game got stuffed, and Gower's one pass was incomplete. So Gower takes it, gives it to Spearing, goes over the right center of the line,
Back to the line of scrimmage.
and he's again met with a lot of blue helmeted white jerseys. Oh, we've got an arrow down too. And you can see his right leg there. He's in pain. He probably got caught in that big pile. That is too bad. Pardon me while I try to get my door closed here. Doors in this place have become warped through the years with wetness and whatever. The arrows are out there. Of course, Watertown trainer Michelle Lighthizer is on the spot. I'm guessing we've got a doctor out there too. I haven't been able to see who it is yet. Pretty sure it's one of the linemen. You know, you watch pro football every week and you think, then you watch the high school kids and you think, well, they can't get hurt. They're not that big. They're not that fast. But anyone who's played high school football knows quite contrary. There is potential for injury in this game. It's always been one of the shortcomings. All right. Oh, it's Dane Stahl, the guy I said wasn't going to play because of injury, and now he's injured again. So they must have decided to let Dane play one way this weekend offense, and he is definitely limping. Look like his left leg is he's not moving it much. So I'm not going to speculate anymore. It's too bad, Dane. He is a junior, but he actually played some last year for the Arrows. Excellent line prospect for Watertown. Okay, here they go again. 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
They've lost Stahl, which is another blow. Gower gives it back to Spearing. He's met right at the short of the spirit of the line, and is going to lose about a yard on that one. 3rd and 11. 7-0, O'Gorman leading, 5:50 to go and counting down in the first quarter. A cool, breezy, damp night here at Watertown Stadium. I have my cameraman, Derek Gatormson, up on the top of the Watertown press box. I told him tonight to dress like it's the middle of December tonight, because it gets chilly when you stand out there in this wind and chilly. Okay. Watertown calls timeout.
Watertown Arrows.
Something there that the Arrows didn't like. The coaches hollered from the sidelines, and that brought the end of the action here for a few seconds. If you want to make a bold statement or are looking for that personal touch on your letterhead or stationery, or if you want business cards that people actually remember, that'll look at and make a statement, PO Printing and Graphics can design and print business documents, statements, stationery, note cards, napkins, invitations, programs, posters, banners, and much more for both your home and business use. They also specialize in your wedding paper needs, from engagement announcements to wedding invitations and address cards. PO Printing and Graphics, 886-6906, or find them on Facebook. They also have a website too. Okay, here it is. 3rd and 11. Gower dropping back to pass. He's got protection. He gets it out to a receiver. It's a first down for the Arrows. Ben DeVille, the junior tight end, who has really looked good this season. That's going to be about a gain of, I think, about 17 yards on the play for the Arrows. One thing that looks different in this game as far as the Arrow offense, it looks like they do have time to throw the throw the ball. Gowers also always or often has been really getting in trouble trying to throw. Spearing on that carry, he gets 4.
Number 4, TJ Schaefer, the safety, making a stop for the Knights.
Up to about the Watertown 40.
40-yard line.
But on Gower's passes tonight, he has had time to look over the field. He just doesn't drop back and within a second have somebody draped around him. So the Arrows are giving him, that front line is giving him some time to throw, which is good. And that time, Spearing got loose for a gain. Gower takes it around the left side. He's got 10 yards, 11 yards on the sweep quarterback keeper around the left side. Nick Billion, number 21, on the stop.
10 Arrows on the O'Gorman 49-yard line.
But the Arrows are showing they can move the ball here on O'Gorman. As I said, O'Gorman, has always had very good teams, but they've been beaten badly this year by Washington and Roosevelt. So this might be a really good game here on homecoming night for the Arrows. Okay, Spearing goes up the middle, but he's slammed. He bounces off. He breaks free. And Bubba Spearing gains 10, 20. He gets about 20 yards. We'll make that 19 yards on that play. TJ Schaefer saved a touchdown. Spearing you might even heard the crowd kind of gasp, and he got hit on after the handoff, but he spun out of that tackle and found some room to run on the left side. And the Arrows have 1st and 10 now at the O'Gorman 31. Gower gives it to Noah Sparts. He makes yardage.
To the 26-yard line to a gain of 5 on the play.
He gains 5 on that one, so it'll be 2nd and 5.
Dylan Kickoff, the linebacker.
For the Knights, making the stop is Dylan Kickoff. Dylan's a 6 foot 195 senior. But right now, the Arrows have found something that works, and it's working consistently. 2nd and 5. O'Gorman 26-yard line. Arrows trailing by 7. 2:42 to go. Looks like a fake reverse.
The handoff to Noah Sparks.
Sparks gets it again.
To the 33-yard line. Gain loss of a couple on the play.
He's going to lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of 3. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8.
Making a tackle for the Knights.
Binstock made the stop for the Knights.
3rd down and 8 for the Arrows on the
3rd and 8. It looked like the Arrows wanted to run a reverse, and then O'Gorman had it blown up, so Sparks just kept the ball. Okay, Gower looking left, throwing over the middle, little high, and Brent Schulte can't come down with it.
Pass intended for number 21. Brent Schulte defending on the play, number 12, Cannon Bauer.
So what are the Arrows going to do? I think it's too long for a field goal, so they're going to go for it here. Why not? They've had some receivers open. And try to catch a 8-yard or gain here or more. Okay, Schulte split left. Gower looking his way, going to throw it deep for Schulte. Little bumping there, but nothing really intentional. It was just over the top of Schulte. So the Arrows will have to turn the ball over, and O'Gorman will start at their own 28 here with 1:52 to go in the first quarter. O'Gorman leading 7-0. Arrows showed some good offense on that. They just had a couple of there looks like the reverse kind of messed him up a little bit. Okay, Thompson looking, chased by Wagey, throws it to the sideline. Oh, off the hands of the Arrows, number 84. That is Parker Johnston. He was trying to hit J.P. Costello, but I think more than anything, Thompson was getting rid of the ball to avoid a sack. Spencer Wagey, our North Dakota State recruit, was putting some pressure. Knights split out two in the backfield. They give it on a sweep to number 12. He cuts up in the middle. He's going to get maybe 7-8 yards. Good hard run there by Canyon Bauer, the sophomore. And he's going to get 8 yards up to the 37-yard line. Make it 3rd and 2 for the Knights.
Number 30, Parker Schultz. And number 70,
Wagey and Parker Schultz, number 30, given credit for the tackle. Here we go, the Knights. They give it inside. Number 15, he's pushing. I think he might have it. Good. Number 15, Iman Legacy. Sorry. He's up around close. He's past the 39, so I think they'll give him the first down. No, they mark it about the 39. They're going to have to measure this, I believe.
Johnston making a tackle for the Arrows.
Parker Johnston, who's been in on a lot of plays tonight for the Arrows. Parker is 6 foot 160 junior, and the Knights are going to go for it on their own 39. Give it to Legacy again, and he burrows his way up the field for about 8 yards.
Legacy carrying the ball out to the 49-yard line.
Amon Legacy, that's the first we've seen of him. He's a 5'9", 175 junior.
In on the stop for the Arrows. First down O'Gorman on their own 49-yard line.
So O'Gorman has advanced it here with the final seconds of the first quarter. They're up to their 49. Legacy behind the fullback, who is number 37, Sam Burnison. Thompson running to avoid a sack. He's got away, but he's still going to be knocked down behind the line of scrimmage.
Johnson on a scramble.
Thompson was trying to find a receiver on the left side of the field, but
making a tackle for the Arrows.
Wickhurst and Austin Hansen were after him for the Arrows.
Second down and 15 for the Knights on their own 44-yard.
And he lost 5 on that play, so 2nd and 15 for O'Gorman. A big hole, good defensive play by the Arrows, preventing him from planting and throwing. Okay, he's going to throw again, this time over the middle, out of the reach of number 82 for the Knights. That's Costello. He's 6'5", 195 senior.
Depending on the play for the Arrows, Micah Kaufman.
Just a little slant pass over the middle. A little bit low, a little bit in front of Costello. Micah Kaufman was on the defense, but none was really needed. That pass was not catchable by most humans anyway. Okay, here they go. They give it around the left side to Legacy, I'll get that right. He bangs his way up over the 50 down to about the Arrow 47.
Carrying the ball 8 or 9 yards. He's down by number 23.
And we're just about done here with the first quarter. There's the gun.
That's going to be the end of the...
Or the horn, I should say. End of the first quarter. O'Gorman ahead 7-0, but Arrows showing they can move the ball in this game. They just have to do it with some consistency and keep those drives going. They can't have any losses like they did on that drive they had here a few minutes ago. Flatland Productions of Watertown provides high-quality video for your business or personal needs. It will design and produce deep, meaningful content that strategically sells their clients through the use of a story. Flatland Productions stories are like no other. These stories will inspire, engage, and entertain. If you want a memorable video of a wedding, a family event, or a promotion for your business, contact Derek Guttormson at Flatland Production. Derek's number is 805-235-8011 or visit Flatland's website at flatlandsproduction.com. Okay, we'll be back on the field here for 4th down and 8 for the Knights. We assume they're going to punt it, but you never know. Maybe they think they can get 8. I doubt it. But that's what they're lining up to do. They're going for it on 4th and 8 from just over midfield. Thompson, single back in the backfield. He's looking right, throwing over the middle. Picked off! Oh, almost! Almost! Garrett Dieterman. And just couldn't bring it in. The receiver's hands were in there also, but Dieterman had the perfect break, and as you see, he would have been gone. There would have been no Knight catching him. He's got speed and would have taken that ball the distance. But anyway, the Arrows good field position on their own 47. Gower, Spearing gets it, sweeping left. He's corralled about 2 or 3 yards in that play. Arrows line just didn't get the defensive lineman of O'Gorman sealed off, and they penetrated through and quickly shut down Spearing's run to the left. O'Gorman leads 7-0, 11:22 and counting here in the second quarter. Watertown splits 2 receivers out to the left, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Gower gives it to Spearing again. He's got a little opening. Gets some yardage. Bubba Spearing there gets 3, maybe 4 or 5 yards. Gets back what he lost and maybe 1 more yard. So the Arrows, though, are going to be facing 3rd and 9.5, we'll call it, because it's definitely more than 9 yards. So they'll call it 3rd and 10. On their own 47. They split 2 receivers again right. Dieterman and number 4, that's Tyler Fairchild. Schulte be to the left. Gower under heavy rush. He avoids it. Oh, tripped up. Nice reaching play there by number 37 for the Knights. That's Sam Bernison. Looked like Gower is getting ready to deliver or maybe even run it himself. But Bernison in pursuit reached out and just got him by the ankle top. So Watertown lost on that play about 8. So it's going to be 4th and 19. Sonny punts it off the side of his foot. A short kick hits and gets an arrow roll. Going to go dead about the 26-yard line. So with 9:43 to go here in the first half, O'Gorman still leading 7-0. Watertown had a nice drive before that last series, but this last series, those backward plays where they lose yardage is shutting them down. It looks like to me they're just going to have to run Spearing straight ahead as much as they can. Hope he finds a seam or a crease he can get through. But you never know. Things change. Okay, the Knights give it off. Legacy, I think, gets the handoff. He's stuffed right at the line of scrimmage.
Number 15, Iman Legacy on the carry for the Knights.
Yeah, he got maybe a length of the ball. That'd be about it. Oh, no, I guess he did get a yard.
Tackle in there by number 60, Dane Stahl.
Dane Stahl looked like he was really hurt, but he's back on the field. Good for him. Run left by the Knights, Canyon Bauer. He's
by number 12, Cannon Bauer on the sweep.
I don't think he got any positive yardage.
Maybe a yard.
No gain on that. If you hear that severe banging noise, that is the hatch that leads to the upper level of the press box here. And somebody is not closing it kindly. That's that loud banging sound you hear once in a while. Sorry about that. 3rd and 9 for the Knights. Thompson looking right, looking. He's going to take it up the middle. He's got a little yardage. Stiff arms a player. Got some more yardage, and he's got a first down up by about the 47, 48 yard line.
First down for the O'Gorman Knights. Out to the 48 yard line.
48 yard line. That's a gain of 21 yards for Thompson. Hunter Thompson is a 6'1", 190 senior. I don't know if his middle initial is S or not, but maybe somebody's family liked the author Hunter S. Thompson. Anyway, here we go. Burnison carrying on the right flank. Off on the right side.
Here's to number 37, Sam Burnison.
And he's going to get a good 6-7 yards on this one.
The arrow 48 yard line.
Oh, I overestimated. He got 4. Well, he ran 7 or 8, but only got 4 of them from the line of scrimmage. 7:44 to go here in the first half. O'Gorman leading 7-0. 2nd and 6. 2 backs again next to Thompson. He gives to the back one. That's Burnison again.
To number 37, Sam Burnison.
He might have gotten 2 or 3 on that one. I guess give him 3 because it's going to be about 3rd and 3 left. Stahl in the making the tackle. You can see why he's such a crucial player for that offensive, Arrow's offensive and defensive line. His father, of course, is the Watertown policeman, Chad Stahl. And making that big carry is Thompson. Excellent fake. He faked Burnison coming to the left, kept the ball, and just danced his way up the middle on a keeper. And he gains 35 to the 10-yard line and sets O'Gorman up score here. The Knights lead 7-0, 6:46 to go here in the first half.
Schulte finally making a stop.
Schulte, one of the faster arrows, ran him down. Schulte, of course, is 6'3" or 6'4". Burnison carries it right side. They got something going on that little sweep play. Looks like he's going to get 5, maybe 6. He gets 5. 2nd and goal from the 5. Yes, the chains are down, so the Knights can't get a first down. They can only score a touchdown or kick a field goal, or one of the bad options, fumble, interception, something the Watertown fans would love to see about right now. Here we go. Burnison on the left side, reaching for the goal line, not quite there.
About a yard short. Riley Schultz finally.
Riley Schultz get him. The Knights are running the kind of the student body left, student body right now, as it is so designed in these gun offenses. So it's 3rd and 2. Now they're in the I formation. Give to the tailback, and he's in the end zone. I don't.
To number 37.
It is Burnison with the 2-yard run, and the Knights have stretched their lead to 13-0 with 5:23 to go here in the first half. O'Gorman struck first. And, well, that's pretty obvious. They struck first. The Watertown came back with a real nice drive. They got down into deep into O'Gorman territory, but on a 2nd and, we'll say, 6 or 7, they got thrown for an 8-yard loss, and that just killed that drive. Now O'Gorman has found something to get going again. Their running game, attacking the wings of the Arrows defense and not dominating. The other thing, of course, the real key on that drive was the 2 runs by quarterback Hunter Thompson, especially the second one. He gained 35 yards on that. It's just quickness and picking his way through the Arrow defense. Here's the point after, but we got a penalty. I guess that's going to be against O'Gorman.
There is a flag on the play.
And it is on O'Gorman, illegal procedure. So they'll move Christian Jackowitz back 5 yards, and he'll cue it up again. Trying to get a number of the holder here. Ball's down, kicks up, looks good. And it is. So 5:23 to go here in the first half. O'Gorman has expanded their lead to 14-0. And the Knights will get the ball to start the second half also. So Watertown would be great if the Arrows could get something rolling here in this final 5.5 minutes of the first half. If you're an outdoors person the public opinion has the perfect tool for you. It's the Glacial Lakes Outdoor app that shows you the best hunting and fishing locations, best based on Game Fish and Parks reports. Its GPS feature will also show you where you are and where to find bait, ammo, fuel, food, and other outdoor-related needs. I'd need it just to find out where I am. It's a great companion for the hunter or fisherman, and it's free. It will work on your smartphone or tablet and can be downloaded from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Now, this app is part of the Arrows master app called Discover Watertown, and that is available to either Google or Apple users. It's got, I think, 7 different apps in it, and some of them right here, and this is one of the major ones, the Glacial Lakes Outdoors app. Okay, O'Gorman ready to kick off. Jackowitz. Oh, onside kick, but he touched it. Yep, there's the flag. There's the flags. Good call by O'Gorman, but Jackowitz unfortunately ran right up to it. The ball bounced up and hit him in the shoulder. So that's going to be an illegal kick, and Watertown will take the ball right where it ended up, I believe, or maybe even a walk-off forward. I'm not sure about that. One of those strange little plays. Indianapolis Colts score and then onside kick and score again, and they went on to beat the Colts. So onside kicks, they can blow up in your face, but the illegal touching there, the referee's signal, but they can be a huge weapon if you can pull them off. But instead, the Arrows are going to get field position at the, looks like the 37-yard line. Down 14-0, 5:22 to go in the half.
The ball did touch the kicker, Jackowitz, and that's the penalty.
There's the PA system.
Take over first and 10 on their own 37-yard
Nick Kranz confirming what we saw, that the ball touched the kicker. Okay, Gower looking left, looking right. Tries to hit Tyler Fairchild on an out pattern. And just out of the grasp of Fairchild's reach. 2nd and 10 for the Arrows. Gower will get his signal from the sideline. Bunch of hand gestures. Second and 10. Spearing next to him. And he pitches it to Spearing. He's running left. He's got a little room this time. Gets about 3 yards. Maybe a long 2 to Bubba Spearing before the Knights run him down. We'll give him 2 on that one.
By number 22, Dylan Call.
Dylan Call. Oh boy, I'll get that right. Dylan Call-off.
Third down and 8.
So the Arrows, 4:48. O'Gorman, if they don't get this first down here, O'Gorman's going to have some time. Screen pass over the middle to Spearing. He's loose. Bubba Spearing weaving his way inside O'Gorman. He's at the 40, the 35, and taken down at the 33-yard line by O'Gorman's Frank Fitzgibbons. But that was a gain of, let's see, 11 and 17. That's a 28-yard gain. Great call there by the Arrows. And that play started out a little scarily because Gower had to tip the ball, corral it, and then kind of dump a high pass to Spearing. But once he got by the initial tackler, he had some room to run, and you could see Spearing there has some speed, has some power. Everybody out of the backfield now. Gower, is he going to run or is he going to pass? He is going to run up the middle, but he's taken down. Maybe a gain of 1.
Back to the we'll call it a gain of a yard.
Looks like Aiden Thomas, 5'11", sophomore,
Gain of 1, second down and 9.
stepped into that position. O'Gorman opened this game with 6 players going both ways, but it looks like they've been substituting some of their younger classmen in there. Okay. Gower empties the backfield again. 47, Shane Ganelli's off to the right. Throws over the middle.
Gower's pass intended for number 17.
Trying to hit Bubba Spearing.
It'll be third down and 9.
Spearing was open. I'm not sure what happened there. He raised up one hand at the ball. I don't know if he didn't expect it coming or just didn't see it. Maybe the lights, who knows. But anyway, it's going to be third down now and 9 for the Arrows. Short 9, long 8, however you want to call it. Well, maybe even we can call it 8. 3:22 to go here in the first half. O'Gorman with a 14-0 lead. The Arrows have a threat going. They've reached the O'Gorman 33, 34, 32-yard line.
Illegal procedure penalty assessed against the Watertown Arrows.
But the Arrows got hit with an illegal procedure penalty, so now they're back at the 37-yard line. So second and 14. And then we'll probably have a little bit longer halftime show with Watertown Band coming back onto the field to perform. Okay, Gower looking left, throwing over the middle. Spearing's got it.
Gower's pass complete to number 17, Bubba Spearing. Gain of 8 on the play. Tackle made by number 12, Cannon Bauer.
Looks like the Arrows got 8 or 9 on that play. Brings up a third down and, well, they lost 5 in there, so I'd say they got 7 on that play, and then they've got 3rd and 7 here to go with 2:44 to go and counting down. They need to break a big one. Perhaps a pass to Schulte. He's flanked out left. And we've got more flags.
Timeout, Watertown Arrows.
We got a timeout, Watertown. And what else do we have? Oh, I guess maybe the Arrows called timeout before that play got started. 2:30 to go. O'Gorman leading 14-7. Any time of the year is time for Watertown Weather Watch. It's a great source of free information tailored for Northeast South Dakota. It's sponsored, of course, by the Public Opinion. Again, Watertown Weather Watch is part of that package deal called Discover Watertown. And by the way, that package deal does not include just Watertown apps. It includes other apps, too, from the city. The best thing about Watertown Weather Watch is its meteorologists generating 2 updated forecasts daily. And the forecasts are for Watertown in Northeast South Dakota, not Sioux Falls, not Rapid City or Pierre. That's nothing against the folks in those cities, but you know how it is at night. You turn on the news and you see what the temperatures are in those cities, conditions, and they seldom mention Watertown. It's available as an app or on your computer, or simply open a browser and point to watertownweatherwatch.com. It's available from the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. That's watertownweatherwatch.com, or the app is Watertown Weather Watch. Here we go for the Arrows. 3rd and 7 from the O'Gorman 30. Gower looking, getting ready to run, and he gets spun outside by one of the Knights. He got, I'd say, 5 yards on that play.
Gain yardage to the 25-yard line.
He's down to the 25, so it's going to be, we'll say, fourth and a long 2 on this play, with 2:21 that stopped the clock because he got tossed out of bounds. No, the clock has now restarted. Of course, the ball is in play. Once that happens, the clock starts. All right. Arrows are split out of the backfield again. 2 left, 2 right. Gower being chased. Stop, throws, sidelines. It is complete. Tyler Fairchild. And the Arrows get a first down. Great play there by both the thrower and the catcher. Gower, he was on the run, made a nice pass to Fairchild. It wasn't that long, but it was nice and accurate. And Fairchild kept his feet in bounds, hung onto the ball, got a first down about at the 19-yard line. 1:41 to go. Gower going to take it up the middle. Short gain.
Alex Gower on a keeper play. Back to the yard of scrimmage.
So the Arrows gain nothing on that one.
Tacklers for the O'Gorman Knights.
Good stop by the Knights that time. And looks like we've got a penalty now. Pardon me, I was looking away and didn't see what it was.
Illegal procedure.
Thank you, Nick Kranz. Illegal procedure. So the Arrows are now back about at their 25, a little short of that, about 24. Gower back. He's going to take it up the middle again. Going to try to get around the right side. He gets a little yardage and goes out of bounds.
Number 7.
Yes.
Gower on a keeper play.
So suddenly the Arrows have started running the ball.
Gain of 5 up to near the 20.
He gets 4.
Knocked out of bounds by number 10, Brandon Ching.
So it's going to be 2nd and 11. And he got knocked out of bounds by, it sounded like, Brandon Ching. Yes, there he is, number 10. He's a 5'10", sir. Looking right, throwing deep. I can't see that corner of the end zone, folks. But it's incomplete, out of bounds. So 3rd and 11. 1 minute, 8 seconds to go here in the first half. Arrows are trailing 14-0 to the Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights. These, as I said at the start of the broadcast, these teams are both 2-2. trying to get a win, trying to move up in the ratings, the rankings, the district, or the, not even district anymore, it's class 11 AAA. Trying to get that home field advantage for the first round of the playoffs. Gower, he's got some room on the left side, but he turns around, throws it back. Incomplete. And incomplete. Fourth down and 11 for the Arrows.
It'll bring up fourth down 11 with 1 minute to go.
So I don't know if the Arrows, the ball's on the 21-yard line. That'd be a 38-yard field goal. My guess is they'll try to pick this up from regular formation, and they will. They move the ball, and then they just kind of run into these spots where they just can't execute a play. Gower, stop, looking, trying to hit Dieterman.
Pass intended for number 9, Garrett Dieterman, incomplete. It'll be first down and 10 for the O'Gorman.
Incomplete pass. One of the Knights there took a swipe at the ball, but it was just out of Dieterman's reach. And incomplete, so O'Gorman will take over now at about their own 21. I'm guessing we're just going to see some runs here. No, we're not. Thompson's going to throw it. No, he's not. He's going to get sacked. Way back, big loss.
Hunter Thompson tackled in the backfield. First to get to him is number 42, Mason Andrus.
Mason Andrus made that sack. He had a little help. I didn't see who by. But that takes the ball all the way back to about the 5-yard line. Arrows are going to call timeout. Make
a loss of 13 or 14.
Loss of 13 or 14 yards. So O'Gorman, I bet they're wishing now they would have just run the ball out, because they were on grass. Now they're on the skin part of the infield. And I'm sure they're finding a way to run the clock. Let's see, timeouts. Watertown has 1 timeout remaining. O'Gorman has 3. I'm sure that, like I said, though, the Knights would be happy to dive a couple plays in the middle and let this first half end with them ahead 14-0. Okay, we're back on the field. Thompson again in the gun, gives the ball up the middle, looks like Legacy. And they're just kind of...
Hunter Thompson on a keeper play.
Oh, it was Thompson on a keeper play. I thought he gave it to the halfback.
Tackle by number 6.
I'm sorry, Watertown, that was their last timeout. And this clock is just going to run out. And the first half will end with O'Gorman ahead 14-0. And the Knights will get the ball to start the second half. 10 seconds to go here in the first half. I don't know, O'Gorman does have to snap it. They give it on the right side to one of their backs. He gets a nice little gain. It's Burnison. And there's the horn. He had to get about 15, 16 yards on that run, but of course they're just running out the clock. I believe we'll have a visit by Watertown Public Opinion Sports Editor. Until then, I just want to tell you about the Public Opinion Mobile. That is our app that allows you to read our newspaper and all the different things that are involved with it with your smartphone or your tablet. News, local news, sports scores, engagement, AP news, classified ads, weather forecasts. PO Mobile, that's what we call it. PO Mobile is the smartphone app for those who want to know what's going on in Watertown in the Glacial Lakes region. You can even find out what's going on in South Dakota and the U.S. and the world too, but we concentrate on local news, of course. You can download PO Mobile on almost any Apple or Android smartphone, and there's an app for PO Mobile in the App Store. Download it today. Well, we saw an interesting first half. We did not see O'Gorman dominate. They are up 2 touchdowns, but Watertown did move the ball, especially on their second series. They moved it very well. I got their running game going a little bit, completed a couple passes, but then ran into those old bugaboos of not being able to continue a drive due to a loss or a penalty or some type of malfunction in their offense, and they had to give the ball up, and eventually O'Gorman scored its second touchdown. So we'll see what the Knights can do. Right now, if you're keeping your eye on the screen, the Watertown Marching Band has just come back onto the field. They were on earlier, played a couple songs, including the national anthem, the school song, and then we got underway with the game. So until Roger Merriam gets here, I am just going to turn the mic.
Welcome to the Watertown Marching Arrows Homecoming Halftime Show. Tonight the band is doing favorite hits from the iconic group.
Turn the mic over to the band and let them entertain you with their playing and their marching. Thank you.
And the best of times. This will feature senior trumpets Cammie Jetlin, Zach Bindi, Kendra Kranz, Michael Kruger, and Nate Roby. The drumline will then perform their feature song titled Atomic Toms. Sail Away, featuring Zach Bindi and Cammie Jetlin on trumpet. The Watertown Marching Arrow Band is directed by Jackie Stacy. Drumline coordinator is Dr. Dwayne Niles, and the flag coordinator is Jennifer Penley. Drum majors for this evening are Becca Roy and Isabel Thorsons. Ladies and gentlemen, our Marching Arrows.
And it looks like Roger has gotten here just in time. Raj, we had maybe a better game than some people thought that first half.
Yes, I don't know. Sometimes I think maybe everybody thought we were just going to get beat 50-0, and the kids play like that too. But a couple drives get down there, and they just didn't convert. And the first score for O'Gorman, we're pinned down there, get stopped, and have to punt into pretty good wind, and O'Gorman gets great field position, but a couple third down conversions and missed tackles have led to O'Gorman's two touchdowns.
Well, the difference in the game is they've executed continually for maybe 8-9 plays, and we just seem to go 2-3 plays and then we go backwards, or we drop a ball, or something bad happens, we get a penalty on that. As you said, that one drive after O'Gorman scored, we did have a nice drive going, and then we had it looked like to me from up here they were trying to run a reverse, and O'Gorman had it blown up, and Spearing just kept carrying the ball, because they were going to lose yards. And they did lose a little bit of yards, and we just couldn't overcome that.
I'm a little bit surprised. I expected probably more out of O'Gorman, but the thing is tonight, into the wind, it is tough to move the ball. And O'Gorman did move the ball. They got about they figure. They had 97 yards rushing, 76 was on the one drive, and of course in the first quarter it was mostly passing.
Right, yes.
But I thought we've held our own at the line of scrimmage, just missed tackles, stuff like that, and who knows, a play here or there, we might be able to get back into this game.
Right, yeah. That's you're right, because we haven't seen, like when Brandon Valley came up here, they just kind of dominated with their running game, and you think about that game between Brandon Valley and O'Gorman, and you kind of go, how did Brandon Valley lose that game? Because they look so overpowering here, and O'Gorman hasn't looked overpowering. They look good, of course, but not overpowering.
But, you know, you go back in the history of O'Gorman, there's probably other times that we've said that, too. It's more doing what they do. And, you know, and I always kind of said, you know, nothing against the coaches of these teams, but I also always kind of thought Washington Roosevelt was like going for number one in the polls, trying to beat people 78-0 and run up the score. And you know, O'Gorman was always more than happy, you know, 21-7, 20-7, and you know, they showed the ability to pass the ball in the first quarter. They showed the ability to run the ball in the second quarter, and defensively, even though they've given up some yardage in plays, they're still pitching a shutout at halftime, and no turnovers. You know, a couple penalties either way, but not really any that have significantly changed the outcome of this game. But, you know, maybe, you know, the arrows, you just kind of keep pulling for them to make a play and get some positive things to happen. And, you know, this hopefully can hold up and, you know, play a good second half and make a game of it. So,
Raj, just a question on an injury with Dane Stahl. Do you know what? I know he came back in.
It was a knee injury, or you know, he got banged on the side of the knee, but then he came back.
Right. I thought after the way he was down on the field there, I didn't think he was coming in, because I know he got hurt here 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I forget what it was. But lo and behold, about the next defensive series, he's in there and they're calling his name. So.
Well, hopefully we must get the ball first here, but it's probably moving against the wind here.
No, I thought they got the ball first.
Did they? Oh, they kicked off? Yeah, they kicked off.
Yeah,
so they'll get the ball with the wind to start this quarter, I would imagine.
I try not to think too hard on those things because I can't remember exactly. Well, they kicked with the wind to start the game. So I don't know if they could get the wind and the ball to start the second half. But again, I don't know who won the toss.
Yes.
You know, that would be the determining
Sometimes
factor.
I think with the arrows, if we win the toss, we should just take the ball in the wind right off the bat.
Right. Yeah.
By the time the fourth quarter comes around, it doesn't really matter.
You can't have them both. You can, you know, take the ball or take the whatever end of the field you want. So
that'll be important here early in the third quarter. If O'Gorman scores again,
then it's going to be.
But if we can hold pad and get a score ourselves, give ourselves a chance where 1 or 2 plays makes a difference in this game.
Right. Okay, Raj. Thanks for coming up. That's Roger Merriam, sports editor of the Public Opinion. And now I will let the band play on. Thank you. Just to let you know, we have about 10.5 minutes to go before we'll start the second half. course, that was the Arrow Drumline putting on their performance. And as they get back in line, I just want to repeat those sponsors for us again. Those contributing sponsors: Veter's Collision Center, ProTech Roofing and Sheet Metal, Quality First Plumbing and Heating, Roy's Sports Shop, Hy-Vee, making lives easier, healthier, and happier, Redlinger Brothers Plumbing and Heating, Great Western Bank, Doctors Electric, Stout's Insurance Agency, Ron's Small Engine Repair, Kerry Anderson's New York Life, Relia Bank, Natural Motion Chiropractic, and I'll shut up while the band plays again. And that's it for the band. Their last number, they of course played Come Sail Away, I think by Pablo Cruz. I can't remember. It's been a while
Ladies
since...
and gentlemen, let's hear it for our Watertown Marching Arrows.
And they were in the shape of a sailing ship there, or a sailboat, however you want to describe it. I just want to finish on those sponsors. They're very important to bringing you these broadcasts. Qdoba Mexican Eats, Team Electronics, Prairie Stop Restaurant, Johnson Appraisal, Lloyd's Heating Incorporated, Diversified Real Estate, Nutting, Terex, Dakota Quilt Shop, Hometown Building Center, Lake Area Pediatric Dentistry, Meyer Visual Clinic, Express Employment Professionals, Midwest Dent, Paintless Dent Repair, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance, Pizza Ranch, Brown Clinic Pharmacy, Warney Plumbing and Heating, Watertown Mall, Empire Pizza, Veter's, and Veter's Collision Center. Boy, when your brain gets ahead of your mouth, it doesn't come out very well. So My apologies on that. Well, we have just under 4 minutes to go here before the second half kicks off. Neither team is back on the field. I'm sure they're waiting for the band to clear the field, or they were. And I expect to see them anytime here soon. Just going to remind you on the Cowboy Country Store, number 3. We have 3 Cowboy Country Stores in Watertown. Number 3, so named because it is the newest of the 3. And it's at the corner of 14th Avenue North and U.S. Highway 81, which at that time in the city, U.S. Highway 81 is also known as 4th Street Northeast. But anyway, if you need something after the game, something to eat, some gas for your car, why not stop at Cowboy Country Store number 3? It has a large stock of food and is home to Chester's Chicken, believe me, which is a great place to get some fried chicken. The Cowboy is also well stocked with other types of food and drink. So make your way to Cowboy Country Store number 3 at the corner of U.S. Highway 14 and 14th Avenue Northeast. Oh, I hear some clapping. Must be, yes, O'Gorman it's Watertown coming back out on the field. You know, I watched the Arrows for so many years come out of the center of the grandstand section from the underneath locker rooms, and of course a number of years ago they built the new locker room at the east end of the Arrows, now dressed much nicer, neater. Let's just say it's a better locker room facility. The old one served its purpose, did it well, but the new locker room is, let's just say, it's more update than the old one. Of course, Watertown Stadium, I believe, was a Works Project Administration WPA project back in the time of the 30s when this country was undergoing, as many countries in the world were, some economic hard times. I have not talked tonight about our mobile app, POTV Mobile. That gives you the ability to watch Arrow football and girls and basketball games. On your... Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm right. That app allows you to watch Arrow football and basketball games when you're not at your computer, and instead you've got your cell phone or tablet. POTV, the mobile app, is brought to you by the Public Opinion, of course. And it can be downloaded to your smartphone or tablet, giving you the ability to watch those games via Wi-Fi or even a cellular connection. And it's free, of course, as all our apps are. You can find it on the Apple App Store or Google Play Store today. So download. If you're going to be away from your computer, maybe you're going to be out hunting deer out in the Black Hills or something like that. Or maybe you're on the road and you want to catch the game, download POTV mobile app. POTV. Two minutes and a half to go here. Again, I'm JT Phi of the Public Opinion. And it's been not a fun night, but you know, it's only, let's see, it's not the last Friday in September, because that'll be next Friday when the Arrows play their second to final home game, and that'll be against Rapid City Stevens. So Arrows will have a good chance to pick up a victory there. Their final 3 games then are against Sioux Falls, Washington on October 7th at Howardwood Field. The following week, which is October 14th, they travel to Aberdeen Central, and then they take 10 days off, and on October 20th will wrap up their regular season schedule with a game against Brookings right here in Watertown Stadium. That's always a good one, Watertown and Brookings. Of course, I believe there are 9 teams in Class 11 AAA, and that means one team doesn't make the playoffs. But that's essentially what these teams are shooting for. With the playoffs, conference championships are important, but not like they used to be before the playoffs arrived on the scene in 1981. And teams are constantly working up, trying to improve their seeding points and get as many home games as they can. O'Gorman next week will... the Knights have 2 home games in a row now. They will play Yankton next week and then Rapid City Stevens the following week on their home field, which of course is located right next to their school on
They'll receive the second half.
41st Street there in Sioux Falls. The Knights then go to Huron on October 14th. And
kickoff for the O'Gorman Knights.
Wrap up their regular season with the game against Sioux Falls Lincoln at Howard Wood Field. Okay, here we go. And I'm wrong again. The Knights are going to kick off. Maybe they chose to kick off at halftime or whatever and tell you know what went on. Jackowitz, he jacks it right out of the end zone, so a good solid kick, but as I said, there's still a pretty good breeze coming out of the east. I'd say it's going 12 to 15 miles an hour. The U.S. flag, Old Glory, is snapped up to attention pretty well. So Watertown will be going into the wind from their 20-yard line. It's the usual suspects in the backfield. Alex Gower, senior. Bubba Spearing, a senior. Gower pitches it to Spearing. He runs left, got a little room, dances out to about the 23-24, so he's going to get 3 or 4 yards on that first carry of the second half.
Almost 4 yards.
And if you're joining us late, we just started the second half with O'Gorman ahead, 14-0. Watertown hasn't just been run over, though. The Arrows had had a couple chances, including one good chance in the first half, but they just ran out of plays. So here we go, 2nd and 6. Gower throws right, straight right, got a little screen pass going to, I think it's Tyler Fairchild.
Gower's pass complete to number 4, Tyler Fairchild.
He's going to get a few yards, but will come up short.
Tackle made by number 21, Nick Billion.
We'll give him 2.
For the Knights.
So it's 4th and 6, or excuse me, 3rd and 4.
Short 5.
Arrows split everybody out. Gower drops back, throwing right.
Gower's pass.
Good catch there by number 21 for the Arrows. Brent Schulte.
30-yard line.
Got up to the
Watertown Arrows.
Line to gain, the 30-yard line, and gave him a first down. Nicely executed pass there by the Arrows. Short pass. Got Schulte. Schulte ran the correct distance to pick up the first down. Gower got him the ball. And the Arrows start out with a first down. Now they're at their own 30. Again, spread out pretty well. Gower's going to keep it himself. Running right, looking for a corner. Can't find it, and he's going to go down for a loss.
Alex Gower on a carry. He's going to get tackled back on the 25-yard line, a loss of 5 on the play.
Looks like T.J. Schaefer, number 4, got in there.
Thompson
and number 5, Hunter Thompson.
brings up 2nd down and 15 for the Arrows.
I'm going to call that a loss of 4, so a 2nd down and 14. And there's that backwards thing the Arrows get, but you know they're trying. They're just trying to find out what works and what doesn't. Gower looks left, throws to Garrett Dieterman, dodges a couple tackles, but give the Knights credit.
Number 9, Garrett Dieterman.
They just kept coming and coming.
3-4 on the play.
Looks like the Arrows are going to get a 3-yard pickup on that play. It's going to make it 3rd and 11 now. 9:15 to go here in the third quarter and counting. Gower drops, looks right, throws the slant, intercepted. Number 44's got it for the Knights. That's Jack Niedringhaus, and he's going to return it about 12-15 yards.
Intercepted by Jack Niedringhaus.
Down to the 15-yard line.
15 yards to just inside the 20.
Well, that's
Near the 50.
That's obviously what happens when you have to pass too much. The Knights sit back. Pass was just a little underthrown, I'm guessing, and Niedringhaus is right there to snag it. So the Arrows will have to play defense now to keep O'Gorman from a 3-touchdown lead. Thompson gives it up the middle, not much there.
The handoff is to number 7, Penn Johnson.
Penn Johnson, the junior, 190-pound junior.
A gain of a yard.
We're just going to give him back to the line of scrimmage.
Dane Stahl and number 23, Chet Togel.
Dane Stahl, number 60 for the Arrows. Chet Togel, number 23, combined on that stop. Johnson's next to Thompson. Johnson gets the ball running right. He's going to lose yards this time. Spencer Wagee got across the line quickly.
And on the stop is number 10, Max Sonny.
And Max Sonny helped out. They quickly cut off that running play. So O'Gorman's going to lose, we're going to say 6 on that one.
Brings up 3rd down and 15 for the Knights. Back on
Okay,
the yard line.
The officials are calling it 15. It looked like he lost 6, but maybe not. Anyway, 3rd and long. Thompson trips right. Gives it up the middle. No, he doesn't. Fakes. And tipped by one of the Arrows. Could have been picked off, but it falls incomplete.
For number 37, Sam Burnison.
He tried to hit Burnison on that play, but
Parker Schultz.
lucky did not have it picked off by Parker Schultz. So Jackowitz, who's had a strong leg for the Knights, is going to come on and try to kick about a 39-yard field goal.
39-yard field goal attempt.
So the Arrows will keep the damage to a minimum if Jackowitz can, if he makes this. If he misses, of course, then it's just a whiff by the Knights on a great field position. What do we got here? We got some type of infraction or whatever. Offside against Watertown.
Against the Arrows.
So
Offside.
Jackowitz moves up 5 yards. His holder is number 9 for the Knights, Isaac Stuck.
Field goal attempt.
Isaac looks like he's the backup quarterback, 6'2", 180-pound junior. Good-looking athlete. Well, very weak snap, but Stuck got it up, and Jackowitz put it through.
Kick is good.
So with 7:28 to go here in the third quarter, the Knights have gone ahead 17-0. As Watertown struggles to get that offense uncorked consistently. The Arrows have moved the ball in fits and starts, but that's been it. And what's really holding them down is that they just can't run the ball, because it's much easier to play pass defense when you know that the offense can't run the ball on the ground. And it looked promising for the Arrows the first week when they went out and ran the ball for like 200 and some yards against Pierre. I think Spearing had 148 in that game. But the Governors were decimated by graduation last year.
Jackowitz to kick off. We've got
last spring.
Spearing and...
So obviously they're in a rebuilding mode.
Watertown Arrows.
And they're in Class 11 AA. Okay, Jackowitz getting ready to kick. He's got it teed up. See if he gets this one into the end zone. Good strong leg on this young kicker. And he will. No, he won't. Right at the goal line. I think it's Dieterman taking it. He's got a lane. He's got a lane, but he's taken out of bounds at the 43.
Knocked out of bounds at the 42 or 43-yard line.
Good return there by Garrett Dieterman. Took it right up the sideline. You could see the lane opening up, and like we might have a foul here on somebody. One O'Gorman player and one Watertown player, a little bit extracurricular there, but I think it's just going to pass into the night. No fouls on either side, and Watertown's got great field position now at their own 43. So this is a great chance for the Arrows to kind of get something going here. We're 7:20 left in the third quarter. O'Gorman up 17-0. Gower is going to take it right up the middle. No, he's not. He's taken down either at the line of scrimmage or right before it.
Alex Gower on a keeper play back to the line of scrimmage. Making a tackle for the Knights, the tackle number 52, Henry Lamberty.
Henry Lamberty, number 52 for the Knights, made that tackle. He's a big guy right in the middle of the line. He's 6 foot, 255, a junior.
Second down and 10 for the Arrows.
Kind of anchoring that middle for the Knights, and he's been doing a good job. Gower runs again.
Alex Gower on a carry again. Doesn't work. Near the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of a yard.
He's going to lose a yard.
Eric Woosterwald making a tackle for the Knights.
Eric Woosterwald making that tackle for O'Gorman. Eric Woosterwald. Eric is a 6'4", 250-pound senior, big boy. Gower going to throw along the sideline. Schulte's got it. Close, spins. He might have that first down.
Brent Schulte. Making the stop for the O'Gorman Knights, number 4, T.J. Schaefer, and number 22, Dylan.
I think the officials, yes, first down for the Arrows. Good catch by Schulte. Of course, Schulte's a big lad, and he's very athletic if you watched him play on the basketball floor. Brent is 6'4", 195, a senior. He's got some good wheels, too, so he and DeVille are the Arrows' main receivers, at least in terms of catches so far this year. Gower still looking for a hole, but nothing there.
Alex Gower on the carry. He's going to lose 2, maybe 3 yards.
Loss of 3 on that play. 5:22 in the third quarter. O'Gorman up 17-0. Watertown's made one good drive inside the into the O'Gorman territory. I think they got inside the 20, somewhere in that area, maybe inside the 15, or they got down to the O'Gorman 10, but then it kind of faded away. Gower backing up, looking right, looking over the middle, escapes a tackler, rolls right, throws wide open. Is Dieterman. He breaks a tackle, breaks another one, then is caught from behind and driven down at the 32-yard line. So there you go. When it looks dark, the Arrows make something happen. Good play by Alex Gower, putting that ball right on the money to Dieterman. And Dieterman's got some speed, so they just can't play him up tight. He's going to run past them. So the Arrows 1st and 10 at the O'Gorman 32. Spearing back in the backfield. He gets a toss going right, but nowhere to go. Runs into stall, and then a whole bunch of O'Gorman defenders roll in there.
4 yards on the play.
Make the stop.
Making a tackle for the...
He's going to probably lose 3 on that one.
Retention.
Arrow line just not getting enough push, enough block on some of those O'Gorman defensive linemen and linebackers, and the Knights have made it tough for the Arrows to move the ball on the ground. Okay, here we go. 2nd and 13. Gower looks left, throws to Schulte again, makes the catch. You can see they're giving, he breaks out.
Gower's pass complete to number 21, Brett
Schulte didn't quite go down on one knee,
for a first down.
and they're going to pick up 12, I would say 14 yards on that gain. Good catch by Schulte. Good move, too, after he caught it. He just about went down on a knee, and, of course, that means the play's dead right there. But kept his balance, spun out a little bit of the tackle, and got the first down. So here Watertown now down at the O'Gorman 20. Gower gives it to number 44. He dances up the middle. Big hole there for 44, and Noah Sparks gets 9, and the Arrows are...
Number 21, Nick Billion, and number...
And
9, second down.
number 21, Nick Billion, finally got him stopped, and the Knights are going to call a timeout now. 2:54 to go here in the third quarter. O'Gorman 17, Arrows. When you travel on business or pleasure, you miss to catch up on. Unlike pay out, so that's why. Bubba Spearing to Garrett Dieterman. Good play by the Arrows. Little trickery, but not a great lot. And they had to do something because they haven't been able to run it in.
To attempt the extra point. Hold by Max Sonny.
Sonny to Max Sonny, of course, the holder. And our kicker is Blake Mitchell, 5'8", 155-pound junior. 2:46 to go here in the third quarter. Arrows could get within 10. Still a ball game, especially if they could put together another good drive.
Another $25 donated to the Arrow Education Foundation from Pro Cellular, AT&T.
Anyway,
Pro Cellular is
never got to finish about the publicopinion.com. You can
wireless needs.
view it on your browser, or you can, of course, view it on your smartphone or tablet. Okay, here we go. Blake Mitchell. He's kicking this into the wind. Here's the snap. Good snap. Sonny put it is good.
The kick is good. 2:46 to go in the third period. It's the Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights 17.
So the Arrows are on the board. 17-7. You can see that sideline's a little bit more excited. Some hand slaps. Some people stuttering their feet a little faster and whatever. So Watertown shows they can move the ball. Yes, they got excellent field position. Got some help on a couple of pass plays and got it down to the 10-yard line where Bubba Spearing chucks a ball over the O'Gorman defender right to Garrett Dieterman. The old halfback pass. Probably don't see it as much as you used to, but it still happens, especially if you got a good athlete like Spearing who can throw a spiral 20 or 25 yards and make it work. Okay. Blake Mitchell getting ready to kick off.
Max Sonny to kick off.
Oh, I'm sorry. Max Sonny kicks off. Okay, he's short kick. Taken at the 24, but number 10 that's Brandon Ching, was down on one knee when he caught that ball, and of course that kills the play right there. You know, and O'Gorman is going to have to go into the wind here in 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Catch the ball on his knees, and then he's down until the O'Gorman Knights will take over first and 10 out of their own 24-yard line.
So O'Gorman will take over on their 24. They split out 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, give it up the middle, and that's Legacy. And he's
Handoff is to number 15, Legacy.
And he gets about 4 before he's kind of thrown down there by Spencer Wagey. You got to watch out when that whistle sounds. You can't be bulldogging guys to the ground. Oh, no. Yep, 4-yard gain. Same formation. Legacy back in the backfield with Hunter Thompson. Knights got 3 and quick throw. Oh! Thompson delayed that throw a little bit to wide receiver. It was going to be a wide receiver screen to Trez Jones. But number 5 for the Arrows, Micah Kaufman, almost made this a 3-point game because he was reaching for the interception, didn't quite have the timing to get it. But the Arrows got O'Gorman in a 3rd and 6. Sure, O'Gorman's thinking they got to pass now because it's going to be tougher when they come the other way. Give up the middle? Nope. Yep, this time they do give it up the middle to Legacy, I believe, or was it Burnison?
Legacy.
It is Legacy. He gets, we'll give him 4 more, but it's going to be 4th and 3, so Watertown gets off the field on a defensive stop, 3 plays. So we're down to 1:41 to go here in the 3rd quarter. O'Gorman ahead 17-7, but the Knights will punt, and this will be their last kick with the wind. Short kick, but takes a O'Gorman bounce, dribbles down to about the 33-yard line, where O'Gorman will set up, or Watertown will set up, try to get another 7 points and really tie this game up. We've got a flag down. Looks like Isaac Struck was the kicker there. He had to kind of kick it around one of the onrushing Arrows. It looks like the penalty is going to be against O'Gorman because the official's talking it over to with Watertown, and I think O'Gorman's going to have to re-kick this ball after a walk-off. 17-7, 1:17 to go in the 3rd quarter. We've got a little stoppage of play here while the referees sort it out. Who's the penalty on? Looks like O'Gorman. Where's the ball going to be placed? They got 2 referees talking to 2 different Watertown groups of players. But right now they're talking to Alex Gower. And of course, as these things always work out, the player is listening to the coach. So I always kind of wondered, why don't they just talk to the coach? Okay, the penalty was O'Gorman against the Knights. That means a 10-yard walk-off from the point of the foul. And O'Gorman will now kick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 yards farther back. So they're going to kick from about the 21 instead of the 31.
4th down
and Watertown could come out of here with great field position again. It is Struck kicking.
Isaac Struck the punt.
6'2" junior. This one's shorter kick. It's going to die at midfield or short of midfield.
It's going to roll dead on the 50-yard line, where the Watertown Arrows will take over first and 10.
So Watertown will take over at midfield with 1:03 to go here in the third quarter. And then if we got a touchdown, we've got a whole new ball game. We've got a home team that's really going to be fired up. And a visiting team that might be kind of wondering a little bit. So big series here for Watertown. Go down and score. Make this a tight ball game. Big series for O'Gorman. Hang on to your 10-point lead. Here's Gower. Gives it to Spearing, yes, up the middle. And Bubba is going to grind out at least 5 yards.
5 yards out to the 45-yard line.
Gets to the 45, gain of 5.
Making the tackle for the O'Gorman Knights is number 76, Jacob Tupper.
Jacob Tupper, number 76, two-way player. He's a big boy, 6'4", 265, a senior. Big young man. Spearing again, and Tupper and another guy got him right at the line of scrimmage.
Bubba is going to fall forward for a gain of a yard.
That was just strength on strength there. Most of it was Tupper against Spearing. Bubba managed to spin out of his arms, but wasn't going anyplace. Got an extra yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 4. And I would think if Watertown doesn't get the first down here, but gets some kind of gain, they'll go for it. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So we go on to 4 quarters now.
Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights leading the Watertown Arrows 17-7.
17-7. And the cameraman tonight, of course, is our Derek Guttormson. Derek is the owner of Flatlands Production of Watertown. And he can cook you up a real good video if you need one for your business or your family gathering, perhaps an anniversary, perhaps even more important, well, maybe not more important, but more of an occasion, somebody's wedding. So Derek Tormson, he likes to tell a story with the videos that he produces. So if you want a memorable video of a wedding, a family event, or a promotion for your business, contact Derek at Flatlands Production. That's the name of his business, Flatlands Production. Derek's number is 805-235-8011. Of course, that is his mobile number, and he lived out in the West Coast for a while, but he's come back to South Dakota and is enjoying it here, and we're glad to have him up on the roof shooting videos. So he does a good job. Okay, big play, 3rd and 4 from the O'Gorman 44-yard line. Gower looks left, throws over, lofts it up in the air, and it's caught. Brent Schulte. We got a flag down. I don't know what it's going to be.
Complete to number 21, Brent Schulte. 29 yards on that pass play.
29-yard gain. Schulte, 6'4". He's got some speed. He just kind of waited for that ball. Gower just kind of hung it up in the air. Schulte waited for it. And the penalties against O'Gorman declined, of course.
Interference against the defense declined by the
So the Arrows are down at the 15-yard line and very much threatening now. O'Gorman up 17-7. Gower gives it to Spearing. He's got some room on the... No, he doesn't either, and he slips down. He's going to lose 3. I thought he was going to make that cut around the right end, but O'Gorman's got some good speed at the linebacker and backfield positions, and they snuffed that one out. And he's going to lose about 1 or 2 yards there. So we'll see what the Arrows do. They're right before they get to the skin part of the infield. Gower, again, in the gun with Spearing directly behind him. Gower looks left, rolls right. He's got a little room. Throws toward the end zone. Couldn't bring it in. Arrows had a chance there. I didn't see who the receiver was.
Attempted to number 85, Cade Cummings.
Number 85, Cade Cummings, and Cade just couldn't get two solid hands on that ball. So it's going to make it 3rd and 11. Good rollout by Gower. He's got some speed and can throw on the rollout pretty well. And actually, that's where he's done most of his damage. So 3rd and 11. Big play for the Arrows. Gower looks left, looks right. Going up the middle. Good block by one of his. Throws it in the end zone. A little too high.
Pass intended for number 21.
Trying to find Schulte, but it just was a little bit over his head. And it looked like he might have been able to gain some yardage running.
Number 12, Cannon Bauer.
But he saw the whole enchilada there, and you got to go for that. So 4th down.
Blake Mitchell to attempt the 34-yard field goal.
So Blake Mitchell, number 91, going to try to attempt a 34-yard field goal, get this down to a 1-score game. Here's the kick, is up, and it looks good. It is good. Blake Mitchell.
Blake Mitchell on a 34-yard field goal.
So Arrows have put up 10 straight points here, and they've closed the game to 1 touchdown. And O'Gorman's got to figure out a way to move that ball against the wind because they haven't always done it consistently running. Watertown coming back. You knew they could do it if they could just put a series of plays together. And, of course, they made a stop on O'Gorman, fairly deep in O'Gorman territory, forced them to punt into the wind, and it doesn't appear the Knights have a real strong punter. So Watertown taking advantage of field position, getting a few completions. They had a chance to get the touchdown there a couple times. It just couldn't pull it off. And I think if Alex Gower would have had one more play, he might have hooked up with somebody for a touchdown. But instead, they settled for a field goal by Blake Mitchell. And
number 16.
Crawl back within 7 points, 10:46 to go, 17-10. O'Gorman up by 1 touchdown. Blake Mitchell. Ball blew off the kicking tee, so looks like Noah Sparts is going to hold it there for him. There's the kick, and it's going to go right up against the sideline, picked up by one of the Knights, trying to go right, and he's going to go nowhere. Taken down about the 17-yard line.
Out to the 5th.
That was Trees Jones.
A return of about 7 yards on the play.
6 foot, 170-pound junior.
Making a tackle for the Watertown Arrows.
And O'Gorman's going to have to start in the skin part of the infield. And they've got to figure out a way to move the ball here. They'd like to move the ball at least and run the clock, but more importantly, get out of this bad field position. The Arrows are going to dig in and try to stop them. Running play, it's up the middle by the quarterback, Hunter Thompson, and he's going to get stopped right away.
Hunter Thompson on a delayed draw. Gain out to the 15-yard line, a gain of 1.
So he gets a little over 1 yard.
Chet Togel and others making a stop in there for the Watertown Arrows.
10 minutes, 15 seconds to go. O'Gorman hanging on to a 1-touchdown lead here. They've got 2nd and 9. 2nd and 8 maybe. We'll give Thompson a 2-yard gain. Don't be surprised if he takes it again. He's looking to throw. Nice pass. Wide open receiver. And he's going to get caught.
Pass complete to number 12, Cannon Bauer.
Number 12, Canyon Bauer.
Schultz, 60 yards on that pass play. Riley Schultz
caught him up, but oh my goodness, Canyon Bauer, they can't let They just can't afford to let him get that wide open. I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with that pass by Hunter Thompson. We've got some kind of signal against the Knights. That must have been after the gain. Unsportsmanlike, maybe? No. Waiting for the booth here to give me well, I don't know. It doesn't look like any... whatever it was, but we're going from the Watertown 30. 3 people in the Knights backfield this time. 2 running backs around on either side of Thompson. Now they're going to wind the clock. And of course Thompson's going to look in the throw again. No. Number 12. Canyon Bauer couldn't hang on to that one. Made a nice catch on the other one. He actually kind of had to stop, turn around, and catch that long pass, and then broke down the field for a big gain. Takes O'Gorman out of a... they're in great field position now. 2nd and 10, 9:43 to go. O'Gorman up 17-10. Thompson gives it to Legacy.
Number 15, Legacy.
He might get a yard.
Gain of maybe a yard. 3rd down and a yard.
It's going to be 3rd and 9 for the Knights. And we haven't seen him run Sam Burnison. They had good luck running him kind of off tackle. Him for a while. He plays both ways. Looks like he split out left now. They give it us. It's a reverse to Bauer, but he's going down for a loss. Canyon Bauer on that one. He's going to lose about 3 on that play. Watertown is doing a good job of stuffing O'Gorman's run. Parker Schultz and another arrow in there on that stop.
4th down and a dozen.
So it's 4th and 12, and we'll see if Thompson can... he threw a rope there to Bauer earlier. He's going to have to fit something in now. He drops back, looking left, looking right. Screen pass over the middle. The arrows. Darn it, I think O'Gorman are good for O'Gorman. They've got a first down there. It was a little dump pass to Nick Billion.
Screen pass to number 21, Nick Billion.
And he...
14 yards and a O'Gorman
14 yards. They got it by 1 yard. Good play by O'Gorman. Good call by the coach. Arrows are probably looking for something along the sides because that's where O'Gorman's thrown, but he just dumped it about 6 or 7 to Billion, and Billion did the rest. We got one of the arrows down on the ground. I guess it's okay. Let's stall, and he's fine. Okay. Legacy up the middle.
And up straight up the middle too.
Gets to the 5, then all of a sudden he comes flying back by the arrow defenders. So
2, maybe 3 on the play.
He gets
back. We're making a stop.
2nd and 8 from the Watertown 10-yard line. It looks like it's the 11. Thompson, flanked by Burnison and Legacy. Oh, what are they going to call that? They're calling it a touchdown. They're calling it a touchdown.
Thompson with a touchdown, number 82, J.P. Costello.
J.P. Costello, that's a great catch, no doubt about it. He jumped up, came down. The ball came down and hit the ground the same time Costello did, but it didn't move, it didn't bounce, and that I wish we had replay on that. That'd be fun to watch that one. So O'Gorman digs himself out of a hole and puts a severe damper on Watertown's comeback here. Jackowitz, nice strong leg into the wind. And with 7:23 to go here in the game, O'Gorman back up by 2 touchdowns again, 24-10 on a clutch drive by the Knights. They got a big pass play from Hunter Thompson to number 12, Canyon Bauer. Bauer's only a sophomore. He is 6 foot 175, but he's got some speed. Made a nice catch. He had actually, like I said, he kind of turned around and caught the ball and then turned and went upfield before he got ran down by, I believe it was Riley Schultz for the Arrows. But the damage was done, and then a couple of good plays there by the Knights. Get it close. Good play on 3rd or 4th down there where Thompson dumped it to Billion, and Billion made a couple nice moves. Got the first down, and that set up really a great catch there by number 82, J.P. Costello. Reached as high as he could, pulled it down, came down on the ground, and the referee was standing right there. You could see he hesitated just a bit, but then he called it a touchdown. So O'Gorman up again, 2 touchdowns, 7:23. The Arrows are going to have to strike and strike fast. They do have the wind. That's one advantage. We'll see how far Jackowitz can kick this ball into the wind. Not nearly as far. It's going to come down about the 20. Oh, the Arrows let it bounce. Oh, no. Oh. The Arrows, I don't know what happened there, a miscommunication or something.
Cover their kickoff.
Ironically, the Knights tried an onside kick earlier, and this time they were just trying to kick it down, and they got it. They didn't get the onside kick, but they got this one. Watertown, their special team there somehow, I'm sure it was a short kick, and those guys up front are used to blocking, and they just didn't realize somebody's got to get on that ball. So O'Gorman now with the ball on the Watertown 26-yard line, 7:23 to go. That could be the death knell. We've got a flag here, and more flags. I think one of the Watertown players jumped off, thinking one of the O'Gorman players moved, and then it got a little bit chippy maybe after that. And I think Mason Workhurst is coming out of the game, holding his arms out, pleading his case. Yeah, he's going to stay in. And anyway, we've got a procedure penalty against O'Gorman, a personal foul penalty against O'Gorman. And so O'Gorman's going to get, so everything's on O'Gorman.
Procedure penalty assessed against the O'Gorman Knights, and unsportsmanlike conduct assessed against them.
So that's going to be a loss of 20. And it's going to be 2nd down and 30 if I read this right. Well, the scoreboard says 29. It'd have to be 30 because they didn't run any plays from scrimmage. 7:21 to go here. We're kind of stuck at the 7-minute mark for quite a while. Thompson. Tries to get to Costello. Costello juggled it for about 2 steps and went down on the ground, then came up with it, but hit the ground someplace along that juggling act, and it's incomplete. So it's going to be 2nd and 29. Surprised O'Gorman just doesn't run it. Try to work on the clock. Watertown to use their timeouts. And there is the run. Looks like Burnison running it up the middle or off to the right tackle. It is Burnison. He's going to get 7 yards on that, maybe even close to 8. Nope, it's definitely
Parker
7.
Schultz, tackle for the Arrows.
Parker Schultz, one of the two brothers out there playing defense regularly for the Arrows.
The ball is placed on the 38-yard line.
So it's 3rd down and 22 for the Knights. They give it up the middle again. And I think that might have...
A gain of 3, maybe 4 on the play.
Sam Burnison on that carry.
Gabriel in on a tackle for the Arrows.
He gets 3 yards. So the Knights have got it down to 4th and 20 now. And they're just going to let the clock run. 6:10 to go. Knights up by 2 touchdowns. They're letting it run down as long as they can. Of course, there's no play clock, so... Oh, they're going to pooch kick it. Pretty good play there by the quarterback, Hunter Thompson. He pooched from the 35 down to the 12, a 35 or a 23-yard kick. It's not the distance there, it's just the field position he left the Arrows with. And Watertown, of course, didn't have anybody back because they couldn't be sure O'Gorman wasn't going to try to throw a deep pass. So Watertown starts out 88 yards away from the end zone, down 2 touchdowns with 5:47 here to play in this ball game. Gower takes the snap, looks left, throws left, and Schulte dropped that one.
Gower's pass intended for number 21, Brent Schulte.
Classic example of trying to run a little bit before you catch the ball. And Brent grabbed it, dropped it, and knew he had to make that catch before he could start running. 2nd and 10. Arrows are splitting everybody out. Schulte and Spearing to the left. They've got 3 guys to the right. DeVille, I'm sure, is one of them. Gower's looking for a lane to throw the ball. He hits a guy. Completion. Gets a 1st down. Hits Tyler Fairchild. And that's going to be about a 14-yard gain for the Arrows.
14 and an Arrow 1st down.
Moves the ball out to the 26.
44.
Arrows.
House knocked him out of bounds.
Arrows again. Everybody on the up front. Nobody in the backfield other than Gower. And O'Gorman blitzed, but somebody moved before the snap. I think it was on Watertown. And it is.
Illegal procedure penalty.
Illegal procedure. You know, you get to be an offensive lineman, and you gotta be able to react quickly to those rushers. Sometimes you just react a little too quickly. 5:15 to go. O'Gorman up 24-10. Gower looking left. Now he's rolling right. Looking, throwing. Tried to hit number 16. That's DeVille. But one of the...
number 10,
Brandon Ching got in there, stuck his hand in there, and knocked that ball down.
2nd down and 15 for the Watertown Arrows.
So the Arrows are facing 2nd and 15. Clock stopped, of course. Gower throws deep. Nice pass. Right on the nose to Bubba Spearing. And Bubba's going to go down at about the 10-12 yard line. You've got to give both boys a lot of credit on that play. Alex Gower threw a perfect arching pass to Spearing, who was just going straight up the field. And Spearing reached out and caught it and pulled it in. It's just not as easy as it looks on those guys make it look on TV. Great catch by Spearing. And that had to be, I don't know how many yards. I think they're at the 26, 24. I'd have to say it's about a 60-yard gain, or 50-yard gain. No, a 60-yard gain down at the O'Gorman 10. Gower throws left, hits his man, but he's out of bounds. Pushed out of bounds to Schulte. Gain of 4.
Hunter Thompson. Gain of 3 on the play.
They gave him 3. The Arrows can get a first down. It's 2nd and 8. 4.5 minutes to go and counting now. Gower. Rolling right, looking right. Throws it. Tipped, I believe, by one of the Knights. Incomplete. So it's going to be 3rd and 7 from the 8-yard line, I believe.
Gower's pass.
No, on the 10-yard line.
Fairchild.
He's trying to catch Fairchild on that one, rolling out.
Defending Andrew Reuter.
Of course, the Knights are dropping 7 guys in the coverage. Watertown has 5 guys out in the pattern. Third and 7. Spearing and Schulte left. Fairchild. Dieterman shuffle pass in there in the middle. But the ball's fumbled, and now one of the Knights has got it, and he's headed the other way. Dieterman's going to run him down. That was one of the Knights' big linemen. I believe that was none other than Jacob Tupper. Recovered that fumble and took off the other way. And it looked for a while he might go the distance. Yes, it was.
That fumble, returning it all the way down.
He picked that ball up around the 10-yard line and got all the way down to the Arrow 20, the 23-yard line. But Dieterman, you could see, was coming on hard. And I think Tupper said, "I'm out of gas and you're faster." So he just kind of was tackled and fell down. But anyway, 3:59 now. Knights back in Watertown territory. We've had a lot of flip-flops here recently in this fourth quarter. A lot of big plays. This time it's Legacy up the middle. He's going to get about 4. And we've got a flag down in the backfield.
Mason Andrews making a tackle for the Watertown Arrows.
Mason Andrews made that stop of Legacy. Went up the middle of the line there. The referees are talking it over. And it's against O'Gorman. I believe it's going to be either a hold or a... Oh, no, there is no flag. There is no flag.
No flag on the play.
After further review, the referees talk it over, and what one referee thought he saw has been overridden by the other ones. So, we got 3 on that carry. 3:44 and counting down. O'Gorman. I believe it's Legacy.
Number 15 on Legacy.
He burrows up the middle again.
To the 15-yard line.
He gets forward to the 15-yard line. 3rd and 3 for the Knights.
Parker Schultz and Spencer Wagey in on the tackle.
Parker Schultz and Spencer Wagey making the tackle. It's like the Knights are going with tight end and 2 wide receivers, 2 guys in the backfield. Taking a long time. It's Legacy up the middle. No, it's Thompson keeping it, and he sprints around the corner. He's got some speed.
Number 5, Hunter Thompson on a keeper play. Sufficient yardage.
Looks like he's going to get
down.
about 6 yards on that carry. No, not quite that many.
1st and 10 at the Earl 11-yard line.
He got 4 yards on that carry. but they only needed 3. And the clock stopped momentarily at 2:55 to play. O'Gorman up by 2 touchdowns, 24-10, and looking like they might get another one. Legacy goes up the middle. Number 42 for the Arrows, Mason Andrus, wrapped him up. Mason kind of grabbed him up around the shoulder pads to drag him down, but he got 3 yards again. And Watertown's going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, try to get this drive stopped, hopefully with no damage. But right now, of course, the Arrows are facing gigantic odds in trying to come back on this one. Of course, we'll be back on the air again next Friday for the Arrows game against Rapid City Stevens. And then we'll close out the regular season again on October 20th when the Brookings Bobcats come here for the season finale. Their Arrows are going to slip to 2-3 after this game. If they could win next week, you know, there's probably no way that they're going to get a home game in the playoffs. But you never know. There's still lots of games left. Legacy starts in the middle, cuts around the right side, big pile there. A lot of guys standing around, pushing. A couple of guys in the middle tackling. He gets 4 yards. And looks like Watertown's going to call another timeout, 2:32 to play. That'll give me one more time to read off our sponsors. Veter's Collision Center, Johnson Appraisal, Prairie Stop Restaurant, Team Electronics, Warney Plumbing and Heating, Qdoba Mexican Eats, Brown Clinic Pharmacy, Natural Motion Chiropractic Clinic, Pizza Ranch, Reliabank, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance, Carrie Anderson's New York Life, Midwest Dent, Paintless Dent Repair, Ron Small Engine Repair, Express Employment Professional, Stouts Insurance Agency, Meyer Visual Clinic, Doctors Electric, Lake Area Pediatric Dentistry, I got that right, 2 out of 3 times tonight. Great Western Bank, Hometown Building Center, Redlinger Brothers Plumbing and Heating, Dakota Quilt Shop, Hy-Vee, Terex, Roy's Sports Shop, Nutting, Quality First Plumbing and Heating, Diversified Real Estate, Protect Roofing and Sheet Metal, and the Knights are ready to go. 3rd and 3 from the Watertown 5. Thompson keeps it, throws a little lob pass off the fingertips of his intended receiver. And so it'll go to 4th down. The other one, I was only missed one, Lloyd's Heating Incorporated. So that's our sponsors. Our main sponsor, again, of course, is Cowboy Country Store number 3. And Flatlands Production and all the Arrow different apps, the Outdoors app, the Weather Watch app, and our new Discovery app, which combines them all together in one nice, neat package. 4th and 3, O'Gorman's going to go for it. Kind of surprised they pass it. Thompson's going to run, going to cut, going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Hunter Thompson. He has played an excellent game tonight, passing, running, and he plays a little defense too. And the Knights go up 30-10 here with 2:21 to go, pending the extra point kick. And Watertown will have another shot. They've got one more timeout to go, but of course, this one's in the books as far as one loss. O'Gorman is going to go to 3-2. Jackowicz converts on that kick for the extra point kick. 31-10. This game changed a couple times here in the last quarter. Watertown scored 10 straight points to get within 17-10, and then a couple of disasters. The Arrows gave up the ball. O'Gorman got a big play, scored. Watertown got a big play, didn't score, fumbled. O'Gorman got another big play here, a big running play by a defense, or a big fumble return by a defensive lineman, and that was, if the one before it didn't kill the Arrows, the fumble return that set up they did. So Jackowitz will tee it up at the 40, and Watertown in the final 2:21 will try to get something going. Touchdown just for their own sense of pride would be good.
The kickoff for the O'Gorman Knights.
But they're going to have to go back to practice, keep their chins up, try to get better, and get ready for one they can win next week when Rapid City Stephen comes into town. It's a pooch kick. Looks like maybe they're trying to get a.
Goes out of bounds and it'll be penalized.
Looks like they were trying to do another onside kick. I'm guessing not because they want to run up the score, but just because they want to run the time off the clock and get the game over. But they'll have to face Watertown now from the 45. The Arrows will start on their own 45, and like I said, they got one timeout left. See what they can do to make it work. And again, they unload everybody but Gower in the backfield. O'Gorman's rushing for. Gower throws over the middle, a little bit too long for Ben DeVille.
Pass intended for number 16.
He had him open. DeVille was kind of sandwiched between 42 for the Knights. That's John Binstock, and 22 is Dylan Koloff. A couple of linebackers there. 2nd and 10, 2:17 to go. O'Gorman ahead 31-10. Gower looking, faking the run, and now he's going to throws it as grabbed. Hey, and nice pass to Dylan Fairchild, or excuse me, Tyler Fairchild. And that's at the 36. So that is a gain of 21 yards. First down, 2:05 and counting. Gower just kind of lobbed that one over. Throws this time to Fairchild, but Fairchild can't come up with it. He gets hit
for number 4. Tyler Fairchild.
He gets hit in the back by one of the.
There is a penalty on the play.
He gets hit in the back by one of the Knight defenders, and that's going to be 15 yards against O'Gorman for unnecessary roughness, because Fairchild was either out of bounds or going out of bounds.
They hit out of bounds. First and 10, Watertown Arrows.
So the Arrows now are down at the O'Gorman 23. And Gower comes back on the field. He got some instructions on the sideline, since the Arrows are closer to the north sideline where the Watertown team has traditionally stayed, close to the stands. Gower looks right, throws right. He's got number 85 for the Arrows. That's Cade Cummings.
Number 85, Cade Cummings.
It's going to be a pickup about
9 on the play.
9 on that play. 142, 141, 140. Arrows certainly have enough time to score one touchdown. And I think we're going to have a timeout on O'Gorman because they didn't get one of their players off the field, and we're afraid Watertown was going to hike it. Snap the ball.
Timeout. Sioux Falls
and
O'Gorman.
get one of those illegal participation penalties that you see on the NFL games once in a while. Peyton Manning was excellent at that, watching defenses trying to adjust to the situation and making sure the ball got snapped before some 295-pound guy couldn't get off the field in time. 1:31 to go, 31-10. O'Gorman with this one solidly socked away to raise their record to 3-2. Watertown will drop back below 500 at 2-3, but the Arrows will definitely have a chance next week when they play Rapid City Stevens here in Watertown Stadium. The Raiders will have to make that long bus of the Black Hills out here to the Coteau de Prairie of eastern South Dakota. Gower looking over the middle, throws, tipped around, and we got a penalty flag. It'll be on O'Gorman. Watertown's going to get I believe, a 10-yard penalty. Sure, it's a 10-yard penalty in high school. And that'll move the Arrows down to the 4-yard line, I believe, unless it's half the distance. Push on O'Gorman.
Interference, Sioux Falls O'Gorman.
Automatic first down. And it is half the distance, so it'll go to the 7.
First and goal, Watertown Arrows.
So Watertown first and goal, 1:26 to play, down by 24 points. Oh, right off the hands of Brent Schulte. I'll get that right. 21 points.
Brent Schulte.
I did not flunk arithmetic. I'll let you know. Brent had that one, but it just hit him in the wrong spot that time. And incomplete, 2nd and 10, or 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line, 1:23 to play. This game's now been going on for 2.5 hours, and we're still probably a few minutes from ending. Gower looks left, throws right, incomplete. He has thrown a lot tonight.
Pass intended for number 85, Cade.
He was trying to catch Cummings again and couldn't quite make the connection. So now it's 3rd and 7 from the 7. Spearing off to the left. I'm just kind of wondering if he's not going to look for Spearing. He's looking for Spearing, but Spearing's covered. So Gower, now he's going to throw back. Yes! Catch, touchdown for the Arrows. It is Cade Cummings. And that time Cade was coming north to south, and I think O'Gorman was looking to cover Spearing and Schulte, and Cummings was wide open there, cutting across through the end zone, and the Arrows get another touchdown.
Mitchell to attempt the extra point, hold by Max Sunny.
And Blake Mitchell will try to make it a 2-touchdown game, 31-17 with this extra point. 1:12 to play. Max Sunny holding the point after attempt. Kick is up. Ooh, did that one get over? Yes, it did. It did. Blake Mitchell. He hit the last one about 4 feet over the crossbar, and that one was probably about 6 inches over the crossbar. But hey, it counts. You don't have, as we say in golf, you don't have to draw a picture on the scoreboard. It counts as a point, or on the scorecard. It counts as a point, and the Arrows now down 31-17, and they'll try to onside kick it. We'll see what happens. Watertown still has a timeout left, so if they could get this, run at least a few plays, call a timeout, who knows? They could get another touchdown. Miracles have happened. Probably not here tonight, but Arrows have got to keep fighting anyway. It's going to be a good practice for the future, and you never know. So Mitchell, he'll be kicking the onside kick to the left. There it is. Bounces high, but Billion, number 21, Nick Billion, fields the ball, and the Knights will take over at their own 45 with 1:11 left to play. I don't know if Watertown will use their last timeout. I suppose. Why not, huh? Got to give it your all. The Knights will probably just kneel 3 times. That's what they're going to do because Legacy is in the way back in the victory position. And this time it is number 9, Isaac Struck, their backup quarterback, taking the handoff. I suppose they figure there's no reason to have Hunter Thompson out there getting hit. And no, the Arrows are not going to call timeout. They're just going to let the clock run down. 47, 46. O'Gorman will line up. They'll probably snap it one more time. And this game will be history. Good game. Especially in that fourth quarter when things kind of loosened up.
Went down on a knee again.
And 15 seconds to go. I don't even know if the Knights are going to huddle up. Apparently not.
Watertown homecoming football game.
And that's going to be it. The O'Gorman Knights come in here. They get a little scare for a while. They jumped out at 10 ahead. 17 to 10, 17 to nothing. Watertown finally got its offense loosened up a little bit, and a couple of second half scores took it down to 17 to 10 and made this game look like it might be close. But O'Gorman with a couple of big breaks, a fumble return, a big pass play, and they end up scoring 2 more touchdowns. Watertown gets the final score, and that's the way it's going to end, 31 to 17 here in Watertown Stadium on the 2016 Watertown homecoming. It'll be noted that the Arrows lost their first, I got to remember, Watertown Stadium. This is JT Phi. We'll talk to you again next week. Thanks very much.